And people have asked me, hey, John, what's the difference between Jobber and QuickBooks? And I put it to you like this. Jobber is Apple, QuickBooks is Windows. I've made this video like 3 times and I end up on a complete tangent telling you guys a story that you don't care about. So I'm gonna try to stay on topic this time. My name is John Dawson. If you don't know me, welcome, hi, how you doing? I could not explain to you who I am and what I do, even if I tried. I do 1,000 different things. If you know who I am, I would love for you to try to explain to any new viewers who I am, because I couldn't even tell you. I do a lot of different things. And I just have fun building a life that I love. But today we are talking about Jobber. Now, here we go, telling a story again. But look, I like being honest with you guys, okay? I don't like selling things to people. I don't like pretending something that's not true. So I just bear with me because I want to tell you the honest truth. I am a partner with Jobber. But I also used Jobber before I became a partner with Jobber. I actually reached out to Jobber to become a partner because I like their software so much. I signed up for their 14-day free trial. And the reason I signed up is because I'm a cheap ass. If I'm being real, I'm cheap. I'm cheap. And I saw that their 14-day free trial did not require a credit card. And I am the king of signing up for things and forgetting and getting billed on day 7 and then being like, why? I knew it was gonna, and it happens over and over. It's one of those things that when it happens, you're like, of course it happened. Like, you're not mad anymore. You're like, yes, I signed up for that 3-day trial and then they billed me. Like, well played, freaking Canva or whatever it is. So when I saw that Jobber did not ask for a credit card, I was like, sure, worst case scenario, I never log on and it just disappears and they have my email. Bummer. So I signed up, and I signed up with my cleaning company. And I think day 3 of being signed up, and I'm gonna be honest, I forgot about it. I had clicked around a little bit for like maybe an hour or 2. But like on day 3, they called me. Hey, John, this is a Jobber. Do you need any help with your account? We see that you're, a little ways into your free trial. And I was like, you little, and I was pissed at first. But then the lady who called me, she was nice. She was actually really nice. So I was like, actually, I do have a question. Like, I was trying to look at the schedule on my phone, and I wanted to see a 30-day schedule on my phone, which, by the way, they still can't do. I'm waiting for them to fix that. And she walked me through a few other things, and then I was like, okay, this is awesome. Like, you guys are actually pretty cool. I like this. And then got off the phone with her, and I finished out my 14-day free trial, and then I signed up with Jobber after that. I think maybe like a week or 2 after my 14-day free trial ended. I had enough money to sign up for a month of Jobber, and I've been using it ever since. And after about 2 or 3 months using Jobber, I actually reached out to Jobber and said, hey, I have a social media following. I love your product. I would love to, if you guys got an affiliate code, like I would love to promote your CRM, because like it's actually benefiting my business, and there's nothing easier to sell than something that I'm already sold on. So that's kind of how that started. Long story short, that's how it started. That's why I use Jobber. That's why I make these videos about Jobber. And they never told me I had to say anything. So like I just said, they don't have a 30-day calendar view on the mobile app. That bothers me. I've been asking them, I want that fixed. I want to be able to see a 30-day calendar on my mobile app. Right now, you can do up to a list, but I think it's a day view. Is it a day view? I think it's a day view. You can get a day view on it, which is a bummer. I don't like that, and hopefully they can fix it. But the reason I have my iPad is so that I can go to the actual website and see the 30-day calendar. Anyway, they're gonna fix it. I promise. If I have to make them do it myself, I'll do it. But what I'm trying to say is Jobber's actually made me more money than any other implementation in my business. And I mean this seriously, because I'm able to send professional quotes to people, keep track of quotes. I'll tell you this, with my construction company at one point, if you guys don't know, I used to build custom homes. At one point, I was getting so many leads that I was forgetting to call people back. I was going out to jobs and writing up quotes, and then like forgetting to send them for like 2-3 days. And it was just a mess. It was terrible. I was confused. And at that point I was using Intuit, which had like QuickBooks, like the QuickBooks suite, like the Workforce, the QuickBooks. I think there was one other one, and then a bunch of paper. I mean, I had one of those clipboards. I think I have it here somewhere. I had one of those construction clipboards that opens up and closes, and I use that. It was a mess. So when I jumped on with Jobber, the awesome thing about Jobber is I can invoice people, I can quote people, people can request bids from me. The other day, and I'll put it up on screen, someone sent in, I've gotten a few of these requests, probably, I don't know, 10 or 11 of them. But they can scan my QR code on my door hanger. They can scan the QR code on my business card. They can scan the QR code on my yard sign. They can scan the QR code on the back of my truck. And it takes them to a request form where they can upload pictures. They can explain to me exactly what they want done. They can tell me what days would be great for me to come out for a quote, or what days would be great for me to come out for service. When people see that, they're automatically just like, damn, like this company's legit, right? And I know I mentioned my cleaning company before. Again, I can't explain what I do. I'm a wild ADD dude. I have a landscaping company now that I started about 5 weeks ago that's already grossed over $10,000. And I mean that legitimately. I've been landing bigger projects, like we did a 20-acre mow. We just finished doing a tree clearing. It's more than just cutting lawns, so that's why that number is higher than if I was just cutting $75 lawns. Just explain it to you this way. If you're thinking about Jobber and you haven't signed up yet, go do the 14-day free trial and you can walk through it and just look at it. There's no risk. If you throw it by the curb and walk away, they're not going to bill you on day 15. You're fine. The fact that I can manage my clients, their addresses, their phone numbers, their emails, I can receive requests from my QR codes, or any other way that I want to receive requests. They can fill out my request form, the request form which you can custom make yourself. So it's branded with your business and it has specific questions that you would ask. It's not just a template that you can't edit. You can edit it. I can send them quotes, and then once they accept the quote via text message or email, I can immediately turn that quote into a job, which then I can schedule. And then once I schedule that job and I complete that job, it automatically goes to invoices, and I can invoice now or I can invoice later. So it's like a CRM funnel. Like it really is. And then not only that, and I'm just trying to mention all these things that Jobber does. When you send the invoice, not only do you send that invoice, but if you're on, I forget what plan it's called, when you send that invoice, you can have a Google review request pop up right after that saying, hey, here's your invoice for your service. We appreciate you guys and we hope to service you again. If you'd be so kind, could you please leave us a Google review? That's all done through Jobber. And I've gotten 5 reviews. And that's a newer thing. I think Jobber came out with it like a month or 2 ago. And I've gotten 5 reviews just in the last, 4 weeks, 3 weeks from Jobber prompting them to give me a 5-star review. It's a one-stop shop for your entire business. Everything's there. I can open this up. I can see all the jobs that I have going on. I can look at all of my clients, all of their phone numbers. When I hop in my truck to go to a new job, I go to Jobber, I click on the address, Jobber opens up my maps, bam, I have my address and I'm driving. Like it's insane what it does. And people have asked me, hey John, what's the difference between Jobber and QuickBooks? And I put it to you like this. Jobber is Apple, QuickBooks is Windows. Jobber has created everything that you need in a very seamless, foolproof, fun way. QuickBooks, you kind of got to get your plugins, do your code in the background, find how to like create your own systems that work inside that Windows program. And that's great. And I'm not knocking QuickBooks, but QuickBooks are more for nerds. And I'm not saying that nerds are bad. I'm just saying, like, as blue collar people, as business owners of like construction companies, service-based power washing, lawn care, landscaping, all these things, we're not tech savvy. Like that's the reason we do what we do, is because we're not really into the building up our own software. We want something that we can use that saves us time. I used QuickBooks for my construction company, and I always remember being like, trying to implement this into my business is taking more time than it's saving me. So like, I don't get what the point is, which is why I ended up doing like half QuickBooks, half pen and paper. And it was just terrible. I don't know, like talking about it gives me anxiety. Anyway, Jobber is epic. It makes you look more professional than you could possibly look with anything else. It keeps you focused on what's needing to be done, what's down the road, what quotes have been accepted, what quotes haven't been accepted, what percentage of your quotes are being accepted. So like right now I'm at like 83% of the quotes that I send out, I'll get accepted. So you know like how good you're doing. Like, are you quoting? Are you like, if you're getting 2% of your quotes accepted, depends on the industry here. And if you're in construction, then you'll probably be looking at, I don't know, 10, 20% of your quotes being accepted. But if you're in landscaping, you want to be sitting in like 75 to 80% of your quotes being accepted. If not, then you may be priced too high. You may not be offering the right things. I don't know what could happen. But again, like, it gives you all of that data. Timesheets, my employees can clock in through this. They can clock out. When I accept a job, I can assign it to an employee. That employee gets notified as to what job it is. They get the address and all that stuff. I mean, ask me questions in the comments, because like, I'm this confident in Jobber that like, if you have a question about, hey, does it do this? I can tell you, yes, it does, and I love it, or no, it doesn't, and I never thought about it. Because as of right now, there's one thing that I want Jobber to do that it doesn't do. And I want to be able to look at a 30-day calendar on the app. I want to be able to go to a calendar and have 30 days with all of my jobs lined up in a normal, traditional calendar form. That's what I want. I don't know why they don't have it yet, to be honest. They have so many other things. I don't know why that is like something that they haven't done. It blows my mind. But other than that, there's nothing else I would request. Jobber also connects to QuickBooks, which there is one thing that Jobber does not do that QuickBooks does, and I'm glad that Jobber doesn't do it, because it would muddy up the whole water. Jobber, you can't file your taxes through Jobber, right? Who knows? Down the road, maybe you will be able to. I kind of hope not. I like the simplicity of it now, but you can plug into your QuickBooks tax platform to where all of your data, all of your analytics and money and payments and invoices and all the expenses, all that will be transferred to QuickBooks, so you don't have to worry about manually entering those things. So overall, guys, yeah, absolutely love Jobber. Click the link below. That's my affiliate link. It helps me out if you guys sign up for a 14-day trial. Just do it under my link. I appreciate it. Just being open and honest with you guys. If you don't want Jobber, by all means, there's other software out there. I've tried 3 or 4 of them. Jobber wins for me specifically. I'm not saying Jobber's for everyone, but if you're someone who just wants a seamless, clean, precise, easy to use on your phone, easy to use on your MacBook, easy to use on your tablet or whatever you're using, Jobber's the way to go. And I've been holding this water and I've been so thirsty that I haven't been drinking it because I've been talking, that I'm going to drink some water, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Much love.